I had 2 minutes to turn it around, to have the tears, to kind of accept it, obviously in that moment. And it's amazing what then follows in terms of the emotions when you don't achieve something.
Nolli Waterman is real class and has the pace. What about that for a try?
I played with the boys until I was 12. I was one of the only girls in the area, and I found out about this Southwest Trials for under 16s and finally saw, you know, how many girls were playing the game. The realisation when you're sat there and they're saying, you know, this is the progress, this is the stepping stones to England. I think probably when my ambition really hit home and really got focused on, I want to play for England, like that's my dream, that's where I want to be. And when you finally get to achieve this ambition, this dream, you know, I played 7 minutes off the bench, but then it was a taste of it that I was like, I want more of this. I don't want to just come off the bench, I want to be a starting player, I want to be going to World Cups. Going into 2014, I'd already got 2 silver medals, so it was time to try and change it. So to finally get into the final, we'd drawn against Canada in the pool stages. Not being New Zealand was a really interesting experience. It was an unknown for us because we'd lost to New Zealand in the 2 previous finals. And you kind of want to right those wrongs.
It's Alfonsi, it's Waterman, it's Danielle Waterman.
Final whistle went, and the fact that we'd finally won, I dropped to my knees because it was just exhaustion, relief, and then injuring my knee in 2015 was really difficult, and being told I'd never play again was one of the hardest things I had to hear. So it was right, how can I prove people wrong and how can I get back out there? And looking at what was my new ambition, was it seeing my mum in the crowd with a Great Britain flag, and keep looking at that moment because that's the dream.
Puts England in the clear, and Waterman, who had a brilliant day yesterday, had a brilliant sidestep for the American defence, left them for dead, and Danielle Waterman, the comeback kid.
Playing in the 2017 World Cup, the girls, the squad was in such brilliant shape in that Rugby World Cup. And so to get a concussion in the semi-final, to be told when the girls came in, I was celebrating with them and I had to be pulled out and was told, because you're concussed, you won't play in the final. I had 2 minutes to turn it around, to have the tears, to kind of accept it, obviously in that moment. And it's amazing what then follows in terms of the emotions when you don't achieve something. I then looked at, the girls losing in the final, and looked at what is next, what do I want? And so my ambition changed to create an environment for them that was something that was so special, that could allow them to thrive as a young player like I got 15 years earlier. And what I've realised very quickly is the most enjoyment, the best bits haven't been about what I've done. It's about the impact that I've had on others.